Okay, everyone, I don't know what happened. It started buffering there for a minute. Okay, so as we are going to continue and we're going to select those best ideas. And once you have those multiple ideas, you need to identify the best ones. Okay? And once you've identified those best ideas, you're going to use those ideas to compare with other ideas. Once you start thinking about your side hustle, the ideas don't stop coming. And this tool will show you how to apply it to the Tinder for hustling, you know, the Tinder for hustling logic, okay? To pick up the best ones at any given time, okay? After you've done that, you are going to become a detective. Okay, you're going to get your Sherlock Holmes on and you're going to start to investigate. Okay, as you move forward with an idea, study what other people are doing. It is always good to study and see how other people are doing, how they're doing it. And once you study that, then you're going to find out, see if you can do it better or do it differently. Okay? See if you can do it better or do it a little bit differently. Okay? And then you are going to sit down and have an imaginary conversation, a nice cup of coffee with your ideal customer. Okay? And once you're sitting down with your ideal customer, imagine what this person looks like. Imagine the type of people that you will be marketing to or who would be interested in whatever it is that you have to offer. Okay. And what you can learn from them. Okay. And then after you do this, you're going to transform your idea into an offer. Okay. The offer is, once you have your great idea and it's very specific, a specific idea, you know who it is that may want to purchase your product or is interested in buying whatever it is that you're selling, peddling, marketing. Okay, you're going to take that idea and you are going to, your offer, in that idea, you're going to do a promise. My products, whatever it is, promises to do this, that, and the other thing. And then you're going to pitch your idea to somebody. You're going to tell somebody about it, and then you are going to learn how to price it. Yes, we are getting down to the dollars and the cents. You have to learn how to price your idea and see how other people, that's why you have to research. If you're selling cosmetics, jewelry, facial products, if you are becoming an Uber driver, opening up a daycare center, if you are walking dogs, find out whatever it is that you decide to do, event planning, photography, traveling, hosting events, whatever. Find out how, is the market compatible? See what your competitors are pricing for the same product that you may decide to be marketing as well. Okay, and once you do that, you're going to be prepared for liftoff. Now, when you do the liftoff, this is when you've settled on your idea, you've transformed all the doodlings, the thoughts, and everything into an offer. You've made a promise, you've made an offer, and you've pitched the idea to somebody. Now you know who your ideal customer is. Now what you're going to do is learn how to help them. Okay, you're going to learn how to help that person understand why it is they need your product, whatever it is. Okay, and because you know how we are, especially women, when we see a good sale, especially if it's a name brand bag or a pair of shoes, a coat or something like that, You get you a nice coupon for a Chanel bag, a Coach bag, Michael Kors bag, a Louis Vuitton bag. When we want something, we will find a way to get whatever it is that we want, especially if it's something that we like. Okay, so when you're coming up with a product or an idea for your side hustle, look at the market, see who likes what, or see who's interested in what, see who's selling what for what price, and then you're going to create your idea and your product or whatever it is. If you're selling a plate of food, you know, everybody don't want to eat from the Chinese store. You know, a lot of us are good cooks. I mean, really good cooks, very good cooks. And we can take those ideas and open up a little restaurant or do something with it. Okay. Now, once you've assembled the nuts and bolts and the resourcefulness of those best ideas and find out how to get the most value of your hustle skill, you're going to get all the logistics out of the way so that you can focus on the more important things. And what is the more important things? You're going to find out what the most important things are, and that would be how much you need to spend to create whatever it is that you need, how much it is, who you're going to sell it to, who you're going to market it to, where you're going to market. Are you going to do an online marketing kind of thing, sell your item over the internet, or are you going to open up a storefront, or where are you going to market it, to whom, and how are you going to get them to be interested in it? Okay. And once you've decided on your price, the pricing can be a challenge even for experienced hustlers. You're going to use, there's a tool that you can Google. That's why I love Google, love the internet. Okay. That's why I see the kids today, they have computers in the classroom because everything is on a daggone computer. Who carries books around anymore? Not too many people. I've taken so many classes, and the majority of the classes that I've taken, I'm taking them online. Okay. Uh, I've taken a lot of classes online. So if you can create an idea or a way that someone can do something or produce something, do it. Okay. Don't just let these ideas sit around the house and don't benefit you or anybody else. Okay. Once you create your hustle, your side hustle, then once you've got your product, now what you're going to do is you're going to make a shopping list. And a shopping list is very important because you'll need to know what it is that you specifically need, what tools you're going to need, what resources you're going to need, and the deliverables. And then you're going to learn how to find, gather, and create everything that you will need to bring your offer into the world and present it to people. And once you've done that, you're going to create an origin to your story. How did you come up with this idea or this product? Well, this is something that I like to do, and whatever it is, okay? If you like gardening and you come up with an idea for the flower pot or a new way to do the whole thing, whatever. If you like to paint, how did you come up with this idea? So you're going to turn that idea, the origin of your story, and you are going to turn it into a comic book superhero. Okay. And once you get your superhero character, and your side hustle needs a history, don't just give them the facts and tell them it's just a simple story. It needs a history. Where did this idea come from? Like the lady who made that mop thing that nobody has to ring that mop anymore. What's her story? She got tired of ringing the daggone mop when she had young babies and she had to clean the house. And she said, "Oh my God, I just wish there was a way that I can just push a button." And eventually she ended up just pushing the button with the baby on the hip and ended up cleaning the house. And that's how the mop was invented. Okay, so even the lady she's a billionaire now. Her name is Sarah, and the lady who invented the spandex. Oh my gosh. Listen to her story. How did she come up with that story? She came up with that story because she was getting a little big around the mid waist, and every time she put her clothes on, she would see the rolls and the lumps and stuff like that. And eventually she ended up designing something with an elastic stretch band. She found out what it is that she needed, and she created it, gotten her idea patented, and now everybody's wearing spandex. And she can also thank Kim Kardashian for the spandex. I remember I was in the airport one time, and I was attending a red carpet function in Texas, and I looked and I bought this really great dress, and the dress was really, really, really nice. But it was a little too tight in the tummy area, and I didn't want to return the dress, and I didn't have enough time to lose weight. So I went and got me a pair of spandex, and do you know, I put that spandex on, and when I put that spandex on, that dress was perfect. I looked fantastic. Look, gave me some curves too. But it was a really, so that's a really creative idea. So many of us are sitting on ideas that we are not implementing, and we're not doing anything with these ideas. Okay. Once you've prepared for liftoff, learn how to help that person understand why they can't live without whatever it is that you're offering, whatever it is. If you're selling them something, become the used car salesman and, you know, and just tell them why they need it. Okay. And once you have done that, you're going to set up a way to get paid. So now you've come up with an idea, and now you need to be able to collect money. Okay. We all shop. So, and cash, credit, debit, PayPal, you have Google Pay, Samsung Pay. You can also get it attached to your phone with there's an app now that Samsung has, and that Apple has this thing where you can just connect it to your phone, and they can just swipe the payment right on your phone, and then they'll do like a deductible, and they'll deduct it from your checking account, or so you can do that. Okay, so find out ways to receive your money once you've created your idea. Okay, because people don't always carry cash. Okay, and once you do that, you're well on your way to a real life side hustle. So before proceeding, you're going to make sure that you've got a real life. Once you've got the way to get paid, you're going to design your workflow. How is this going to work now? Now you're almost to launch week. It's almost time for you to launch your product by listing out your next steps, and you have to be very precise with this in an orderly fashion, step by step, what it is that you're going to do to launch this idea. And you're doing this and you're writing it all down, how you're going to do it and what steps you're going to take to do it to prevent any mishaps. And this will also help you feel a little bit more confident, okay? We're building self-confidence while we're doing this. Okay. And then you're going to spend 10% more of your time on the most important things or tasks. And many new hustlers get caught up in the mundane details. Don't fall for that trap, because I did that. Don't get caught up with the mundane stuff. You're going to try to avoid the mundane trap from the beginning and keep your focus on just two things, okay? And once you've done that, you're going to launch your idea and to the right people, okay? And after careful planning, you're all set to take off into the world, and this is the time is now is the time to launch your idea and to present it to the world. You've learned everything that you need to learn about marketing, testing, and showing up onto the battlefield in a friggin' tank, because now we're coming to battle, because it is a battlefield out here. Oh my God, you have so many people competing with each other, or people are competing for your money, your time, your email address, because everybody's always selling us something with the infomercial, with the advertisements and the marketing, the billboards, on the TV, on the radio. You see the advertisements everywhere. So it is a battlefield. Okay, and then you're going to publish your offer. When's the best time to do that? When is the best time to publish your offer and put it out there into the world to see what happens to it? When? Usually people would say it's before you feel totally confident. And that's true, because this way you can see how you're going to be received, or see how your product is going to be received. Okay. And then we are going to tap into our inner Girl Scout and get our Girl Scout on and sell, 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 sell. Okay? Now, you know how those Girl Scouts do it. The Girl Scouts give those, our kids do it all the time. We get those Girl Scout cookies and we give it to our family to take to work to sell it. They even freeze it now. You can order Girl Scout cookies online. Girl Scouts are in front of the stores, in front of the supermarkets, that they have their little stands, their little booths, and they are selling their Girl Scout cookies. So you're going to tap into your inner Girl Scout and you are going to make those sales, okay? And then you're going to ask 10 people. You're going to ask 10 people for help, okay? Because no man is an island, no woman is an island, and we can't live in this world by ourselves. We all need each other, and people makes the world go round. So once you've done that, get your side hustles on, and you're going, because one, we need people to help us to thrive. We don't just want to live, we need to thrive. And you are going to get those 10 people to be your friends and supporters, and you can begin with doing your hustle with, let's see, your friends, your families, your neighbors. And even if you need to, hey, contact the mail person and say, hey, what do you think of this idea? What do you think of that idea? Do you know somebody that can use this product, or blah, blah, blah? Word of mouth, but introduce it to people and get their input, ask them for help, things, and especially in areas that you're not too proficient with, ask somebody who knows something and ask them for help, okay? And then you are going to test it, and test it again. You're going to present it, you're going to test it, and present it again. And when you're beginning a new hustle, you don't usually know which approach may work or which approach may be the most effective, but you can't quit. You just got to keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. I listened to the Chicken Soup for the Soul. I listened to that guy. When was it that he went to like 130 something banks and for a loan, and 130 something, I think it was 34th bank, turned him down. And he didn't give up. He went to the 135th bank. Now that book is selling globally. Okay, so you can't give up. Whatever it is that you're doing, especially when you believe in yourself, believe in your product, and believe in that what it is that you have to offer is going to help somebody. Okay. And then the next thing we're going to do is burn down the furniture store. Okay. There's a very good reason for this. The reason why is most of us will go out of our way for something that's on sale. Okay. Now, we have to master the benefits of the deals, the discounts, the special offers, and put them to work for us. Okay? So once you've learned how to discount, special offer, and make those deals, you're going to get those deals to turn around and make them useful for us. Okay? You have to learn how to take advantage, not only take advantage, but to be resourceful. Okay. And then you're going to frame your first dollar. Once you framed your first dollar, this is your trophy of all the hard work and time that you have invested into bringing your product to market. Okay. And then you're going to take a little time out from your hustling and everything, and you're going to practice a little self-love and a little self-care, and you're going to learn how to celebrate. You're going to learn how to celebrate yourself, celebrate the effort that it took, the time that it took for you to do what it is that you had to do. And because I think that's really important, because we don't celebrate ourselves as much as we should. Okay. And it's also disproportionately satisfying, and it gives you a nice, gratifying feeling to know that, wow, I did this. Sit back a little bit and enjoy it. And then you're going to regroup. And after you regroup, you're going to regroup, and then you're going to refine your hustle, and you're going to tweak it, tweak it, tweak it, tweak it, and you're still going to present it to the world. And on that, you're going to say congratulations. You understand? Now let's see what you can do to raise the game. We're raising the game up, and we're bringing the stakes a little higher. And what are you going to do? You're going to track your progress and decide on the next step. What is the next right thing, or the next right step for me to do? How do I proceed from here? And as you learn more about the response of your hustle, you're going to take note of the crucial metrics, and you're going to, not only the metrics, you're going to take note of everything. You are going to evaluate and track the progress, okay? Grow what works. If it's working, grow it, let it expand, multiply it, maximizes. And what's not working, you're just going to cut it loose, because at one point, it's wasted time and wasted effort. Okay. And after your hustle grows, there are countless options to expand. You're going to expand on it. Don't get distracted, and basically identify what's working and do more of that. And what's not working, do less of that. Okay. Look for money lying underneath the damn rock, because everything's going well. Consider adding another version or product to whatever it is. Okay. Now, look at the big pens. I like those Pilot pens, and they have the fine point, and then they came up with another version of it. Okay. And now they got it in another color. Same thing, different pen, but it doesn't, I still like the fine point, but now they have it in multiple colors, different styles, like a nice pair of shoes. When I do shoe shopping, if I like a nice pair of shoes, I'll get it in 3 colors. I know that's my little thing, but if I like something, I get it in different colors. So come up with another version of whatever it is that you're creating. And then after that, you are going to serve your customers. Find ways to serve them, because you want to retain them. Okay, so this is where we're going to get our customer service on, and we are going to be the most hostess with the mostest, and we are going to serve them because we always want repeating customers and repetitive customers. So you always want them to buy the next thing that it is that you have to offer. Okay, so now you have customer retention, and you see the end, and you see that, okay, this is actually doable. How do many businesses, the lady that does my hair, oh my God, I love her. You know why? Because I have to be there for what, 5 hours? 5 hours every time I go. And when I go, I get tea. She'll order food, and she makes us feel welcome, and she makes us feel comfortable. Okay, so when you are doing, especially when you're dealing with the public, these are the people that are sustaining your business. So you treat them with respect, and you be kind to them and courteous to them. You don't have to do, you don't have to put up with abusive customers and verbally abusive and rude people. You don't have to. If somebody don't want something, just say, okay, not a problem. And you just go to the next person and offer the next person, and so forth and so on. And a lot of us work in retail customer service, or we have been a customer. We've been shopping in the supermarket, in the mall, wherever, and we see good people, good customers, and bad customers, and we see good service people and bad service people. So treat your customers and your clients the way that you want to be treated. Okay? Just always remember that. And you're going, after you framed your first dollar, and you have your customer and retention, you've regained their trust and credibility, because that is what you're doing. You're showing them that you are trustworthy, dependable, and reliable. Okay, you're going to get out there, and you're going to store your ideas in a way that is wise. Okay, and if you've created an idea, patent it. Get that thing patented. You can contact Washington, D.C., the U.S. Patent Office, and request a patent form, and they'll send you a patent booklet. And once you've patented your idea, I think it costs something like $75. And then there's like a $125 fee to file the initial forms. And then it takes like 6 months, and then there's a process, but you're going to patent it. Whatever it is that you've created, learn to patent your ideas, okay? And once you've done that, you've celebrated yourself, you've created another product, and you've learned to systemize wherever it is that you can, and this is what's working, you're going to go back to the future. And once you've come back from the future, it's either you're going to move forward into the future and continue on this road, or you go back. If it's not working for you, whatever it is, you go back to the drawing board and you start again. Okay, come up with another idea or create something else, because I think there's many people out there that just make a life living off of a side hustle. They don't have a career or a degree or anything like that, but they're out there, they hustling, they living, and they money. Okay, so once you've done that, turn those ideas into income, and keep being creative. Always challenge yourself. Always be thinking of how to improve, whether it is your product or yourself. And when you're growing in business, you always have to work on yourself as well. You understand? You have to improve your self-confidence. You have to improve, always work on yourself, becoming the best version of the person that you can be. Always learning, always challenging yourself to do better, and always be growing. You cannot stay at the same level that you was mentally, emotionally, or spiritually 10, 15 years ago. You have to evolve. You have to evolve. So always, always, always working on yourself. And once you've done that, then you're going to do a recap. And once you've done the recap, you are going to put everything into action. Okay? Just remember that. Use the side hustle selector on Google use Google, and you're going to get a list of things and ideas that you can start as a side hustle. Become that detective. Have imaginary coffee with your ideal customer. Transform your ideas into an offer. Create the origins of your story. Make sure that your story has history and a superhero. How did you come up with this? How did you transform whatever it is into this? Okay, prepare for liftoff, assemble the nuts and bolts, decide how to price your offer, create a side hustle shopping list, set up a way to get paid, design your first workflow, and then you're going to spend 10% more time on the most important task. And whatever you find, whatever you put your hands to, whatever you find, to whatever it is that you find and decide to put your hands to, God is going to bless it. Okay? But you have to do something. Okay? Don't forget, once you've launched your idea to the right people, publish your offer, sell like a Girl Scout, ask 10 people, test, and test again, burn down the furniture store, find those deals and discounts, okay? Frame your first dollar, regroup and refine, track your progress, and decide on the next step. And then you are going to grow what works and what doesn't. Cut it loose, let it go. And then you're going to look for money under a rock, okay? Because there's money, and the world is an abundant place. I don't know why so many people are starving, but you're also going to learn how to manage your finances, and you're going to you're going to get it out of your head onto the paper and into the future. Okay, thank you so much for joining me at Jennifer's Perspectives. You can also follow me on Facebook, watch me on YouTube, Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. You can listen to me on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breakers, Radio Republic, and soon to be on Apple Podcasts. So thanks again. And you can also visit my website. And for those of you who are thinking and you're not sure and you need some clarity and some self-confidence, tap into my website and make an appointment. Give me a call and let's sit down and talk. Okay? Love you, but God loves you more. God bless you, and good luck in whatever it is that you decide to do. Thank you, and have a good night.